Hello and welcome to Cherry Hills. We are going to kick off a bit of seeding. We've got quite a bit to do. We are actually just about to start the lengths of the new field 1. So I'm going to go worker doing this. I've done a headland already. We are putting rye on this field. We're going to let this go because we've got another field to do, which is field 3. We've got the big bud tractor out for that, but this is the new field 1 essentially, with our new length. We're using our 12-meter seeder, which is probably too small for this, but effectively I'm not sure why. Right, that just did that. I think we better get out of the way. Yes. So this guy is just going to go away and seed that, and we'll leave that one to it. We are going to go and grab our big bud and get started on that. So the big bud is currently set up on field 3. So this is the big bud is a kind of a bit of a beast, as it were, and actually I need to put that away. We need to get everything unfolded. It'll take 20 minutes. We have to do headlands on this because this cedar is huge. So we have to do top and bottom headland, and we'll do one down the side, and then the reverse we'll do with the worker. We are going to, so it's currently set up for soybean. We do want something else. What shall we put on it this time? Actually, let's just check on the what have we got in stock. Tons of soybeans. I'm thinking wheat actually. I know it's a little bit simple, but honestly, we don't have as much wheat as we have all the other stuff. Okay, so we'll drop that down. We'll lower the sower, and we'll turn the sower on. And we'll be doing this with GPS mod. So GPS mod is set. We will basically start the row off. So effectively, here we are. We'll just hide that. We don't need it. The big bud from the big bud DLC. We will be using the biggest seeder in the game, which is the Seed Hawk. This guy is huge. 25-meter spread, and it is a great little seeder. Albeit quite kind of slow, but you know, at 9 miles an hour, when you're doing 25 meters at a time, it's actually a lot better than a 9-meter seeder running at twice the speed. So we do more field. So we get this guy going. All of our fields kind of need to be seeded, and we're going to do them in stages. So this field 1 will be done first, and we'll try and get one more field done in this game day, and then we've got another 2 fields to do in another game day. The reason for this is the amount of harvesting we want to do. We're making far too much money, and whoops, I didn't want to stop, but so we're making too much money, and I'm just going to open that map up because it's a little bit easier. So one of the things I was actually thinking is just buying all the fields, because we've got 75 million in the bank. We make 9 million a day on milk sales, and to be honest, we don't need money on this map. Cherry Hills is literally a don't need money map at the moment, and so we've no use for money. And what I'm actually thinking is literally just buying all the fields. One of the reasons for this as well is, quite frankly, there are no missions on this map. And as there are no missions on this map, it leads to another interesting situation. Just lift that. As there are no missions, there's no use for those fields. They may be owned by somebody else, but they're not actually doing anything with them. There's no crops on them, there's nothing. So rather than basically just sit here and just collect money, I just thought, why not just buy all the fields? That way, effectively, I can collect, just collect all the fields really, and in effect it would just basically mean I would actually have some place to put all the money, really. So we're going to just do this leg, and it just means I can do stuff with the fields if I so decide. I probably mess this up a little bit, I don't know. Actually, we're very close to that edge. In fact, actually no, we'll just make that edge. So this is something I've been thinking about, is basically buying all the fields. I think it might be something we could do. It could be interesting. And it basically means we could get rid of some of this money. As I say, we make 10 million at least a day without doing anything. I literally just have to have the animals fed, and we'll make 10 million. I'm also, I mean, basically, we've got a stupid amount of. Oops, done it again. We've got a stupid amount of pigs. Again. We've got 12,000 pigs. I am seriously considering selling them all, and basically getting literally down to like double digits. Sheep is fine. I mean, basically we're less than 1,000 sheep. We're on double digit sheep, sorry, 5-digit sheep, 4-digit cows. I think potentially taking a lot of these animals to sale is going to be the way to go, and just scale back that ongoing fountain of cash. Effectively, money is growing on trees, or in the case of this map, coming out of the cow's udders. So not quite sure what we're going to do, but I think that's kind of got to take a step back and look at what we're doing with this map, and see how we progress forward. We have our new Chesterton's farm map. This map may take a back seat for a while. It's still kind of the go-to map with most done on it, but the Chesterton's farm map might actually kind of become a primary map for a while. We've got a lot more of those episodes kind of lined up to come out, because we're starting things off. What I might do is kind of make that one a primary for a bit, and then switch over at some point. We're going to obviously do production and stuff on that map. I'm waiting for the final update from Stevie to come for that map before I do any production, because I don't want to have to put production on, then because the map changes have to actually undo it all. So I understand that final map release is this week, or this coming week. So we'll probably have that. We'll play it for maybe another couple of episodes. Probably get to episode 10 before I think we will start adding production. And then at that point we'll add, we'll possibly add some production to it. It depends. The other option is get to the end of the first game year. So the game has a seasons mod, and so it's a 9-day. Is it 9? Or is it 12? 12-day season. So a 12-day year. Sorry, 3-day seasons. So once we get to the end of the year, then it would probably be pretty good. Oops. To sort of drop, that sort of into a kind of, let's do some production on that map. Let's see where we can go from there. So, right, we're doing the bottom of this field. The actual headland on this one doesn't actually matter as much on the bottom. We've got a bit more space than we do on the top. The main reason for that headland at the top is the fence and the trees. It's very short headland, but we've got space here. We'll get to the end and we'll kick this off onto the helper, and the worker will basically get on with stuff, and we won't have to necessarily worry so much about this going forward. So it's going to be a wheat field. We've got rye on field 1. The next field we'll prepare, I think, will be the new 2. Or we'll do 5. I think it might be 2 or 5. It depends. So we're just kind of working through this field at the moment, and we'll see how it goes. Now, Snetterton's farm map is, I think we're on episode 6 or 7 at the moment. So we've got a few episodes to go before episode 10. We've definitely got, we haven't even done a harvest yet. We're at the end of spring, believe it or not. We haven't even done summer, as far as I can remember. It's been a few days since I dropped into that map and recorded anything. So it will be a case of a catch up and record some harvesting and some summer tasks, I think, and then we'll be on to the next phase. So here we are. We are done with this line. Left the thing. So what we just want to do is okay, we're going to reset GPS mod. Get this pulled over to the side. We need to get this close to the edge, and okay. Get this started, and it's going, so that's fine. And then we'll drop the helper in and he can finish the thing off. And there we have it. We will be sort of underway. We'll just take a look at this at the moment. It's not done a huge amount. As you can see, it's a big field now. So this is the remodeled field 1. Gone is the forest at the end of field 1. Gone is the odd shape. It is now a big square field with a good bit of undulation in it, actually. And as I say, it's a little bit tight in places, especially this end. But we've kind of got a nice thing on it. This is now a big bud field. We might actually have to get a second big bud and seed hawk, to be honest, to be able to cope with some of the fields now. because this is actually pretty big, and we've only got one of those guys, and it's kind of, we can't do any other fields until that guy's finished. Basically, this guy is working on this, and it will be a while. But you know, as you can see, he can turn, he can do his stuff. He's nice and got a nice big headland on it, and it kind of works with his. It kind of works, so that's pretty nice. So then we have say field 2 and 1 basically underway. So 3 and 1 being seeded. Let's drop in on the. Let me just drop in on the charcoal factory. Let's just see what we are up to here. I did do a bit of a kind of clear out of stuff yesterday. No boardwood pallets. We've got firewood. Lots of those. These haven't progressed through. We do need more. That'll be fine. Got lots of fuel in there. Actually, what we will do, we haven't swapped at this tipper actually. We really should. I'm going to unload a bit of this in the corner. Okay. We'll just a bit stuck. Fill this up to the top. What I'm going to do is we kind of need to empty this out because we don't need all this here. We don't use it all, and let's take this back to the farm, and we will, because this is one of the trucks that we need to kind of swap out. We haven't got round to it yet. The tipper trucks are the last of the items that haven't been swapped, and I think we should probably do those. There's another one there actually. Actually, let's just grab him as well and stick him on follow. Actually, what I was thinking, actually, might unload some of these wood chips here. Although saying that, this guy actually is full. We haven't touched this production line for a little while because of the amount of sort of, it's not effort, but it is effort in a sense. It's the amount of care and handling this requires. It is a little bit of a pain to deal with. So what I mean, it is a really good, and I do like the idea of replaceable production lines. But there is this essentially not annoying quality, but it is this limitation, and it is kind of annoying, is that the fact you've got to constantly peel off the pallets basically. Let's let that truck get past. He's dragging me along. I'm not even actually accelerating. That was kind of funny. Yeah, so they are really good, but I am thinking of using the Savapa Agro mods on Snetterton Farm actually, but I will actually put them on as GE mods and place them that way. I think because they're an established mod now, the fruit mods for them are pretty good, and I think I'm going to use them and adapt those to essentially a new sort of dairy arrangement that I'm going to build, essentially the same line as they do with the various materials required. I will do one which will take their fruit and their sugar, and I will and basically go from there. So what I'm planning to do with these is these essentially do want to get sold. Trying to remember how many of these I've got left. I think this is the last two. So my plan is just drop the wood chips into composter here if it take them. Hopefully it's got space. It's got space for one load anyway. And we'll sell this truck. We actually need to do a bit of a truck convoy up to the town actually. And why I've got, oh, that's because I pressed F. We do need to do a truck convoy. We need to take a bunch of grain up to the fire mill. We need to take some wheat and some barley up to the brewery, and yeah, we probably need to do a wool delivery to the spinnery. What else? Yeah, we need to do a bit of a truck run actually. We're not going to do it in this episode. I think we'll do it not the next one either. I just dumped this in here. I'm trying to think, because I've got a bunch of vehicles in the way. I've got a feeling we can't just drop it into there, which is a pain. That's fine. There's not enough in here to actually make me be upset if I sold it with stuff in, so it's 4k, and wood chips are pretty much free at the moment. We've got so many of them, it's just not really, it's just stupid. Okay, now I'm just wondering actually, I'm going to pop over here and have a look at something. I don't actually have a tipper over here. I think the tipper is the white one that's basically we've just taken over. We just I'm going to just do a couple of things on here with this. We need pallets for the charcoal factory, and so this is where we get pallets from, so it's the closest place. Just do this and put it into work position. There we go. So the other thing I just want to do is we've got honey as well. So, oh, that reminds me. So I'm actually thinking of building something. I'm probably going to put it on Snetterton's. I'm not going to put it on this map, I think, at the moment. But I may change my mind. I might try it out on this map. I might build it next week. Basically, the barrels from Stevie's joinery that we've got there, they just get sold currently. And yeah, that's all well and good. It makes us money. But I want to use them as an input for something. And those barrels are going to be perfect for something that I am thinking of doing, which is a distillery. So we're going to have barrels of whiskey, rye whiskey, in fact, because basically what I'm going to do is a rye whiskey distillery, water, rye, and barley. I think I need barley, and it'll basically do a rye whiskey. That is the plan. Anyway, okay, those guys are going away and doing their stuff. We have no tipper truck here, which means that guy there is stuck. It's got plenty of fuel. He's just got too much wood chip. We don't have anything to unload into the wood chip storage, so we do need a tipper. We actually have a couple of tippers already on the farm. We have these and they're not being used. Let's actually grab one of these guys. Let's repaint one white. And so white is forestry. I don't know why I chose white for forestry, but white is forestry. It is the colour that I chose for forestry. So I'm going to repaint one of these white. And I'm going to change it. And this is going to go down to the there we go, nice white tipper truck. So this is going to go down to the joinery, a lumber yard that we've got at Byfield 2. And we're going to unload that thing. Slightly bigger tipper truck, the Mack truck, than the MAN truck. And it's an American style truck. I do love the look of this truck. It is a classic style. It's classic yet kind of modern. I don't know why. It just feels modern, but looks classic. It isn't a classic. It isn't a modern vehicle. Far from it. I think this is a pretty old style. I don't know if they make it anymore at all. The Mack, but it is nice. It's just got this kind of. I like the style. It's just a really good style. So we just need to turn here, and we'll turn in here as well. So yeah, this guy is just going to basically unload all this. And the thing about this one as well, oh no, it's 60k, not 50. I thought it was 50. It's an interesting kind of work truck type arrangement. It does look very much like a work truck. Okay, so we'll get this filled up. Let's just have a quick look at our helpers. Our helpers are busily working away. They'll be a while off finishing. They really will. Now, I don't know if I'm going to make it without having to move that pickup truck, actually. I've gone a little bit too far, but it's not that bad. Wow, it can't actually go up the hill. Oh, hold on. Let's put four-wheel drive on. That's right. Rear wheels are lifted off. So there we go. Tipped a lot. Put it in storage. So this is we don't actually use a huge amount of wood chip anymore, which is kind of we haven't made compost for ages because we've just got so much of it in various places. We haven't run religiously the because there's two BGAs on this map. There's two composters. Well, there's three composters on this map, and we run them and they're full. As you can see, we've got 200k of the stuff sat waiting to be picked up at the main farm, and then we've got likewise 200k of the stuff at the BGA, and then we've got a completely empty one up at farm 2, which we haven't even spun up farm 2 to do anything other than we used a little bit for storage, but that's it. Okay, so that's kind of good. That's all done. We'll leave this up here. So there we have it. We've kind of done a few little jobs. Got one of our trucks kind of swapped over, and yeah, a little bit of work done. Seeding is underway. Seeding is going to be a big job. It's going to take at least an hour or so. So with that, we're going to leave you guys and see you guys next time. If you've enjoyed today's episode, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of this series, or Snetterton's Farm series, or Map Fusion, or anything else, please hit the subscribe button. And so with that, thank you all for watching. Have a great day, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.